what if I told you you can get a reverse shell with persistence using only your Hak5 Bash Bunny Mark II? And to top it all off, the target machine has real-time protection. So this is called Bash Bunny Reverse Shell, and it's by Cyber Julian. I found it on GitHub. And what it does is it makes a hidden directory, it puts files in the hidden directory, and it also puts a file in your startup shell. So every time you reboot, that's where your persistence comes in. It will spin that back up, and you can get real-time access again. The only thing you have to configure is the reverse PowerShell script, and you just change the IP address and the port you wanted it forwarded to, and then you'll put your Bash Bunny in arming mode and let it spin its thing up. And while it's doing that, I'm going to show you just how simple this payload is. It's just 3 steps. Crazy simple. The only thing I did add though was a reboot at the bottom of this payload, only because I was finding that with this payload, it wasn't giving me a shell until after the computer rebooted. Now, I got everything on switch 1, and before we get into it, only test this on your own equipment or equipment you have explicit permission to do so. And please use this ethically and don't be a skid. All right, so I'm going to put it on switch 1, but this payload also comes with its own Python script for a reverse listener. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm going to demo it just in this case. So over to our target machine, where on switch 1, I'm going to plug it in, and we're going to watch it do its thing. And try to give you the full screen so it doesn't, so you know that it doesn't trip any of the security. It's just going to close it out, and while that's going to reboot, it's rebooting right now. I'm going to let it sit over here on my shell so you can see. Now, when I say I'm not a huge fan of this shell, I'll show you here in a minute. It's a little extra. I like the idea behind it, but it's a little extra. All right, so it's just about booted up, and it's connecting to the network. As soon as it grabs a connection to the network, we should have a shell. And well, I'm gonna have to manually connect this back to the Wi-Fi. All right, and we should have a shell. There it is. Boom. Who am I? And there it tells you the IP address of the target machine, the host name, what OS is on it, and then the who am I, and it says we're admin. But every time you run a command, it seems like, it'll have you press enter to return. So it's not super interactive, but I'm going to go ahead and exit that. Whoops. Yeah, I'm still new to this. Oh my gosh. There, I'll just crank it over to this one. course, it's listening on this, and there we go. It's an automatic reconnection. So there you go. And that is much more simpler than having to press enter after every time you run a command. So I hope you liked this video of the Hak5 Bash Bunny Mark II using a persistence reverse shell. Now, in order, if you're testing this on your own equipment, which I know you are, to reverse this, you are going to have to go into, you're going to have to go into app data. And inside this hidden folder is the file you need to get rid of. Now, also, you need to go to shell :startup and remove it from there as well. Whoop. I'm not very good at removing things, but yeah, that's all you gotta do. And as soon as they restart it again, that's when everything will be removed and it's back to normal. So there you have it. I hope you liked it. If you do, please give me a like, share it with your friends. And if you're new, thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe. And I hope everybody has an awesome day. Thanks.